Hello family, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to share with you mouth-watering, flavorful jollof rice. Let me take you through the ingredients. So this is my rice, parboiled rice. Yeah, I have my bell peppers. I have 4 bell peppers and one purple onion. So this purple onion and the bell peppers, I'll first of all remove the seeds and then I'm going to roast it. After roasting it, I'm going to blend it. I'm going to blend it with the onion, chopped onions, fresh pepper, and this is ginger. This is my chicken non-seasoning. This is curry, salt, cayenne pepper, thyme, and bay leaves. I have like 4 of them. And finally my groundnut oil. Yeah, these are all the things I'll be using for the jollof rice. So right now I'll go back to roast it like I said and blend it. This process is time consuming, but because I want to show you every part, that is why I did not do it ahead of time. Normally I used to do it and put it in the freezer, then whenever I want to use it, will be easy for me to just bring it out and use it. But because I want to show you everything, I'm going to do it before you guys. So this process, when I'm going to boil it, it is going to be quick because after roasting it, you will see that the water will reduce, so I will not waste much time in boiling it. Let me quickly wash my meat, and I'm going to show you the process when I'm seasoning it. That is my goat meat. I've already washed it. Now I'm going to season it. So for my seasoning, I'm going to use salt, curry powder, thyme, chicken nor, ginger, fresh pepper, onions. So for the onions, you can also use blended onions. And lastly, I'm going to add some of the groundnut oil. I'm going to use to fry it to form a paste. So I'm going to mix everything together. So I'm going to apply all the ingredients to the meat. I'm going to cover it and marinate it until when I'm about to cook the rice, because I'll be using the oil that I will use to fry the meat. I will use that same oil to cook this the stew. Okay, all right, so we'll give this a little bit time. My advice to you all, if you want to do this process, just do it ahead of time. You can do it a day before you cook, and also it is optional. All right, that's gone off. And also, you don't have to use conventional oven. You can roast it call it, in your stove. So I have my blender here. I don't mind the blender the way it's looking because I used it to blend fresh pepper. So I'm going to add it. I'm not going to take out any parts. This part, they are perfect. I'm not going to add water. Okay, so over to the stove where I'm going to boil it. I'm going to stir it that way it will not get burnt. I'm going to reduce the heat. So it cuts down my time of cooking it for a long time. So we'll overshield this one without wasting much time in bringing down the water. I'm going to parboil my rice. I'm going to parboil my rice. Give it a stir, close it, and immediately it comes to a boil, I'm going to put it off. I'm going to put off the stove. I'm going to start frying my meat. It's dry. Now I'm going to add the groundnut oil. Our rice is ready for now. I'm going to put it off and wash the rice now. So it's ready. I'm going to put off the heat. Time to cook the rice. So I will add the oil. Don't worry if the oil is too much. I'm going to remove it before I add my rice. So it's better to have enough than not having enough. So I will add the onions because the oil is still hot. So the next thing I'm going to add is my ginger. I'm going to add all my seasonings. So I'm not using tin tomatoes. This is jollof rice without tin tomatoes and fresh tomatoes. I'm just going to use only the bell peppers I showed to you and this cayenne pepper. This is the two is what is going to give me that color of jollof rice. So cayenne pepper, I'm going to add it now. Then I'll give it a stir. Okay, so I'm adding my boiled peppers, bell peppers. You have to make sure that you have enough because this is what is basically going to give it that color. So you have to add enough. So I'm adding more of the cayenne pepper. Yeah, this is the cayenne, the brand I'm using. Yeah, this is the brand. I'm adding more. Just take a look at this thing. Would you believe that there is no tin tomatoes and fresh tomatoes in this stew? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to reduce my heat and I'm taking out some of the stew and you will see what I'm going to do with it. Okay, so this quantity, take a look at this stew. Oh, by the way, I've reduced my heat, so I'm going to add my washed rice. I've not added water. Bear that in mind. There's no water yet. I'm going to toast the rice with the sauce. That's why I've not added water. I'm going to bring back my heat to highest now because I'm right here. This process is very necessary because as you keep toasting it with the sauce, the flavor is going inside the rice before you add water. Okay, so I'm going to boil water that I will be adding on to the rice. So my water is ready over there. I'm going to cover the rice with foil paper. I will leave this for 10 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to turn it for the first time. After adding water, you see the smoke? Yes, that is what is going to be cooking it. Give it another 10 minutes before we turn it. And before I stir it. Okay, so I'm going to stir again. At this point, you don't keep it that long before you stir it. So see, it's soft now. It is time for me to bring back some of the stew that I took out. Then we stir. Oh my days, my hand. It's not easy to stir this rice. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. I hope you are going to give this delicious jollof rice a try without tin tomatoes and without fresh tomatoes. My fried goat meat. Yes, I'm going to accompany it with goat meat and some bananas and drink. So guys, please let me go off and do justice to this food. Okay, thank you so much. I'm going to see you in my next video. Bye.